Hey, party people. I'm back with another backpack review. This time I'm showing you another backpack that you can use as a personal item, slide it under the seat, and not have to worry about overhead space, and load it with a week's worth of gear to take you on a week-long vacation on any kind of airline. Domestically, this would fit easily under the seat, especially on American Airlines, which is what I typically travel on. And this is a really great personal item backpack. This is another one from CabinZero. And if you've seen any of my previous CabinZero videos, you know that I really appreciate them as a brand. In the same way that I appreciate brands like Neo Smart and TomTok, CabinZero is a brand that gives you a ton of features, really good quality materials and construction for a very affordable price. You get YKK zippers, you get nice materials, it overall looks nice, you have all the little features that you would look for in a backpack, and it fits perfectly as a personal item. So if you're just starting out or you just want an affordable backpack that gives you bang for your buck, CabinZero, Neo Smart, and TomTok are the ones that I would particularly look at. What you've got here is the CabinZero Classic Tech Backpack 28 liter. And similar to the Classic as well as the CabinZero Military that I've gone over before, this is a 28 liter bag. This one just has a slightly different feature set. Because it's tech focused, you actually have a separate laptop compartment, which you don't have in the other two bags. Typically, they just give you that little elastic sleeve on the inside, and you would have to use some kind of external padded sleeve for your laptop to keep it protected. But this one actually has a padded laptop sleeve. So we can go over its external features, the looks and aesthetics of this bag, and then I'll go into the overhead view, go over everything I've loaded this out with, and give you my final thoughts. So let's get into it. As I mentioned, this is the CabinZero Classic Tech Backpack 28 liter. It retails for $110 US, so that's a very affordable price point, under $150. I feel like is that affordable or budget price level when it comes to backpacks, especially travel bags. It weighs just 1 pound 9 ounces empty, so that's extremely lightweight, pushing ultra lightweight. So I think it's a really good size and weight for restrictive airlines, especially if you're in Europe or Southeast Asia and you need to worry about the weight limit of your bag. This could be a good option. It's made from 600D recycled polyester, and it has a waterproof coating. So it's extremely weatherproof and abrasion resistant. It's a very durable bag. You can feel that kind of recycled polyester exterior. It feels a little bit canvasy, but also has kind of that polyester feel to it, where it's a little bit rougher and it feels very durable. It's got full YKK zippers throughout, and the main compartment has those lockable zippers, so you have that little hoop in there if you wanted to put a lock through it, a TSA lock, or one of those little micro lock S carabiners, like the Night Eyes type, if you just want like a simple solution for securing your zippers when you're walking around. And overall, I think it's a really simplistic, minimal, nice looking bag. I got it in the cinnamon colorway. It comes in a bunch of different colors like blue, green, white, black, all the usual colors, and CabinZero always has a good amount of colorways to choose from. I got the cinnamon because I have so many other black backpacks that I just wanted a different color. I kind of like this brownish, light brown, pushing orange kind of exterior. It almost looks leather in appearance, and I actually really like the way that this turned out, and it has all of these orange accents. So it's a very brightly colored bag, but I do think it fits in well into travel situations. It's easy to spot if it was on a luggage carousel or sitting on a bench somewhere. And I think overall it can go in with a lot of different outfit styles. If you're wearing like earth tones and things like that, blues, blacks, grays, other kinds of browns, olive greens, you have a lot of versatility with how this can fit into your overall aesthetic profile. Yeah, it's not the most premium, fashionable, or stylish bag out there, but I think for what it is, that it actually looks really nice overall. You have a really nice exterior quick access compartment, and the zipper goes all the way down the front. It's got a ton of external volume, no internal organization, so if you have pouches or you want to organize it the way you want to, it's really easy to do so. And then if you slung it off your shoulder and unzipped it, you could have access to that quick access pocket. It gives you a lot of versatility as far as this pocket. All of your quick access gear could fit in there, as well as like tech pouches, med pouches, things that are a little bit larger for most quick access pockets could easily fit in there. Then you have the clamshell main compartment behind that with the locking zippers I mentioned. Everything's got YKK zippers, and this allows you to open this clamshell compartment fully and load it with all types of gear. And then on the inside, you have a medium-sized mesh pocket with a zipper and a larger pocket that's non-mesh with a zipper, as well as that little laptop sleeve similar to the old ones. That's just a little elastic sleeve. So you actually have an internal compartment too if you wanted to use that for something like a tablet, magazines, books, or anything flat. You have that option as well. And then you just have the back laptop compartment. It doesn't have much of a false bottom, but it does have padding, so I would probably still use a laptop sleeve just out of an overabundance of caution. But it does have some padding inside, so you should be okay, even if you don't use a sleeve. But I would always use one because I always prefer if there's a little bit of a false bottom. That's something that they could definitely add to this in future iterations. On the side of the bag, you have some nice compression straps. There's only 2 on this bag as opposed to the 4 that's on the Classic and the Military. And I'm just not a fan of compression straps, so I wish these didn't exist. I wish they were removable. I've even thought about cutting them off or undoing the threads, but I don't want to mess up the seam. So I don't know. I'm just not really a compression strap guy on the outside of backpacks because I hate when they like block the zippers or block any parts of the bag. But the usefulness you get is you can cinch down your bag, make it a little bit more shape conforming. And also if you use the water bottle pocket in conjunction with it and have a taller item like a tripod or something like that or an umbrella, you could actually use these compression straps to kind of like tighten it down and secure it. Or you could always hook something to it and use it as like an attachment point. So there is some usefulness, but I still wish it wasn't there. Then you have a top grab handle. That's a nice nylon. And it also has this little Velcro strap on it. It's not removable, but if you wanted to unclip it, you could actually put stuff down the middle here, like a pen or a small flashlight, or put something down there if you wanted to secure it. You also have a side handle here, and just like I mentioned, I actually have a flashlight clip to it. It has that same kind of covering on it with the Velcro. If you move to the back of the bag and look at the carry system here, you have 2 nicely padded carry straps. They have easy adjustment points. They have strap keepers, but there is no sternum strap. So that's something that's different from the Classic as well as the Military. The Classic has a hip belt that you can tuck away or use, and the Military has just a nice sternum strap. They both have sternum straps. This one doesn't. I kind of wish for a travel bag that it did. It's something that maybe they would add in a future iteration because I would always prefer to have a sternum strap. I like being able to take a lot of the load off of my shoulders and back and move it to my chest. Then you have a nice back panel here. It's very comfortable. It's just that same kind of polyester material. The straps also have a little bit of aeration with this mesh covering, but they have a really good amount of padding, so they feel really comfortable to wear. And like I said, you have all these orange accents in the nylon, so I think that looks nice with this brown cinnamon, as they call it, colorway. Then on this side, you have a water bottle pocket that's also made from the polyester, but it has a little bit of mesh on the side, so it gives some stretch. But it's a pretty small water bottle pocket. It could not fit my 32-ounce TK wide clean canteen bottle, but you could easily fit like an 8 to 24 ounce in here, I think. Just make sure it's like a slimmer profile water bottle, and then you should have no issues fitting it into that pocket. The one thing I also like is that it easily stands on its own, and it depends on how it's loaded out. Obviously, if you have a bunch of heavy stuff in the front, it might pull it forward, but I've had no issues with it. It stands easily on its own, and I always think that's a nice feature to see with backpacks, because when you're in a cafe, when you're in the airport, and you just want to put it next to your legs or something, you're able to do so and it'll sit flat for you. So let's swap into the overhead view. We'll go over everything that I've loaded this bag out with for 1 week of personal item only travel, and we can talk about my final thoughts, and I'll put it through my keep, give, donate, sell framework, and we can take a little bit closer of a look at this bag. So let's get into it. So now that we're in the overhead view, we can take a little bit closer look at this bag. You can see the CabinZero logo. It's a little bit loud, but I actually don't mind it. It's pretty minimal and not super annoying to look at, but I do wish it was a little bit smaller and more discreet. If I undo these compression straps, we can get full access to the bag. So we'll start with this water bottle pocket. Like I said, you need slimmer water bottles to fit in here. You can't fit really big chunky ones, but I just have this little tripod in here. It's really nice. It's good for when I'm traveling and I want to get some shots. It telescopes out. It has a little remote with it, and you can stand it up with these little legs here. So it's just a nice little tripod, and then you can use it as kind of like a selfie stick when it's closed up, and just tighten it up. And it fits well in this water bottle pocket, and I just have it secured with the cinch strap. Then if we go into this quick access pocket here, like I said, it has a zipper that goes all the way down the side. No internal organization, but a nice big pocket. I have my Write in the Rain notebook with my little wallet-sized pen. My cell phone. I have my proof wallet. I have my Tough Possum med pouch that has, my Human Gear Go tubs with medication. It has chapstick, tweezers, nail clippers, nitrile gloves, band-aids, dude wipes, wet ones, all kinds of stuff for personal medical care. I have my knockaround sunglasses. my Touchland hand sanitizer, and my keys. I think that's it as far as what I've got this loaded out with. But you can see you have plenty of room in there. There's no internal organization, but look at how much with this flap, you have a lot of volume in here to fit pouches and all kinds of large items. If you wanted to put a hoodie or blanket in here or any kind of big tech pouches and things like that, with plenty of room to do so. Then on the outside of the bag, on this handle I mentioned, I just have my Olight Arc Pro flashlight. And this is a great little flat flashlight, really good EDC light. You can use it as a headlamp. It has a reversible clip, really nice construction, great little EDC flashlight. And then if you look at the handle here, like I said, it has this Velcro, so you can easily attach things down the middle here that are small, like a pen or a flashlight, and then just cinch it up with the Velcro. You also have these little tag attachments here that they include on all their bags, and they partner with the company where you can put in this code and sign up on the website. So then if someone found this bag when it was lost, they could input this code and like get it back to you. So it's pretty cool if you don't have an air tag or something like that. Top of the bag, there's another one of those handles with the Velcro. If you wanted to attach another thing here, you have that option. Easy to kind of Velcro it shut and put a pen or something thin down the middle. And then I'm not bringing a laptop on this trip, but I wanted to show you the laptop compartment. It takes up to a 15.6-inch laptop. It's very padded. It's a nice little sleeve here. It's separately accessible when you're going through TSA. But like I said, there's no false bottom. There's definitely padding, but I would have preferred a little bit of a false bottom. I feel like they could add that in. Overall, a decent laptop pocket though. And then we can get to the main compartment here. And like I said, it opens up fully clamshell, so you can take the zippers all the way down, open it all the way up. And you have the mesh pocket here as well as the non-mesh pocket. In the mesh pocket, I have my Maxpedition Pico Pouch EDC organizer, and this just has a bunch of gear in it. If I was going on a trip, I would have to take some of the things out of this, like the blade, but everything else should be TSA friendly. So I have my Knipex pliers, I have my TSA safe folding scissors, I have my little Concept EDC pry tool, I've got my little O-knife precision screwdriver, I have some cordage on a CountyCom spool, and then I just have some duct tape and electrical tape. So nice little EDC items, and you have the little gingerbread man on the outside as my morale patch. So really good little EDC kit. Then I have my Nightcore MB Plus 10,000 milliamp hour battery. Really small profile 10,000 milliamp hour battery. It's great to bring with you to make sure you have enough charge for your phone to call a Lyft or Uber. Love this little battery. I have my packable tote. It's a 19-liter nano bag. Really nice, fits in the palm of your hand. If you go grocery shopping or shopping of any kind when you're on a trip, you have some extra storage there. That's it for that pocket. And then I don't have anything in this other pocket, but there is some extra room if you wanted to store some other small gear. Then I have my Lockbee Field Folio. This is a nice little wax canvas zipper field folio for journaling. I have my field notebook, my Look Term notebook. I've got my Mark 1 pen from Studio Neat, my favorite pen, Sharpie S-Gel, regular Sharpie, fine tip Sharpie, and a highlighter. And there's also some extra sleeves if I wanted to load it out with some additional notebooks or additional gear. Great for note-taking and everything. Then I have my Bellroy Tech Kit, which has all of my minimal tech in there. Fits really nicely. I like the way it looks. I have my Bellroy Hanging Toiletry Kit, my favorite toiletry kit. It's got all my things like my deodorant, my sink laundry setup, cologne, toothpaste, toothbrush, stuff like that. Then I have a week's worth of clothes packed into a Peak Design medium packing cube. Really great packing cube. It's my favorite out there. And then as I mentioned, you have this little elastic sleeve back there. And in here, I just have my Matador packable beach towel in case I need a place to sit. If I need a little blanket on the plane, I have a nice little packable beach towel to bring with me. And then I just have my Zero Shoes Z-Trek barefoot sandals, and they're in a little shoe bag. So if I need sandals, if I'm going to a warm weather destination, I can throw them in this little shoe bag, throw them somewhere in the bag, got them on hand. And the interior compartment is nice and large, nice and deep. And you also have that little sleeve back here, like I said, if you wanted to put a tablet or something else in there, shoes, whatever you want that's a flat item or marginally flat item, you have room back there. Plenty of room for all kinds of packing cubes or any way you need to organize this interior compartment. You have that option. You have a ton of versatility when it comes to the organization and the way you want to pack. So overall, this is an extremely practical backpack. I think if you're looking for an affordable solution from CabinZero or any other affordable brand and you really need that external laptop sleeve, this would be a great option. Its only downsides are I do not like the compression straps, and I wish it had a sternum strap, and the water bottle pocket is a little bit tight. But other than that, I think it's a great bag, and for $110, you really can't go wrong. So in terms of my keep, gift, donate, sell framework, this definitely goes into the keep pile. I love having another personal item backpack to work with, to switch out, to pair with different outfits. So this is an excellent choice if you're going on any kind of trip and you want to use it for personal item only, a week, 2 weeks, or more, depending on if you do sink laundry. You can easily get away with it using a bag like this. So I think it's a great option and another really nice backpack from CabinZero that comes in at a super affordable price. If you have any other affordable personal item backpacks that you'd like to recommend, please leave a comment below. Please like, comment, and subscribe in general because it helps the channel out a lot. If you want to check out any of the gear that I've reviewed and decided not to keep, click my eBay link below, make me an offer, and I'm likely to accept. If you want to check out any of my merch, I've released a bunch of new stickers, mugs, a laptop sleeve, hoodies, shirts. I've got sling bags, all kinds of stuff that I've personally designed and I really like, and I think it's very high quality, and I've kept it very low cost for you. So if you're interested in any of that gear, please click the link below. Thank you as always for watching. I appreciate all of the comments and the nice things people have said, as well as personal anecdotes, asking me for advice, telling me your experiences with some of these products or other ones that you'd recommend. I really appreciate it, and I really want you to keep that up. And with all that being said, I will definitely see you in the next video. Take care.